It's May the 4th, 2022. May the 4th be with you. I actually acknowledge Star Wars Day as May 25th because May 25th, 1977 was when the original Star Wars came out. So, to me, this is kind of fake Star Wars Day. But this has nothing to do with Star Wars. We're going to talk about fried chicken. I'm here in Harrisburg, Illinois, going to eat at KFC. I'm pretty sure this location has reclaimed the throne of being the largest one in the United States. If you want to see a video on the old location, I'll put a link to that in the description below. The old location, my family was eating there back, as far as I can remember, before there was ever a buffet, back when it used to actually serve fish. And the old location even had breakfast there for a while, but I never ate their breakfast, so I can't tell you what it's like. I've been waiting to get video of this new KFC. It's been here for a while, for a long time, but I think anyone that watches my videos knows that I don't ask to do these reviews and film inside these places. And there's always workers running around, and they clean the hell out of this place. So there's always people doing something. But today I actually got some footage, not as good as what I'd like to have. And yes, I'm doing my intro video after I've already ate there. I forgot to do it earlier, but let's take a look inside. Chicken going in. I just loaded up this biscuit full of butter and honey. This biscuit is cooked to perfection. It's a really good one. Mashed potatoes going in. Coleslaw going in. All right, here we go. The bathroom reviews. There's that. Got a very deep pathway into the urinal. Looks like someone's stomach didn't agree with the Colonel's secret herbs and spices. And there we have the accelerator. And here we have a fold-out dining table in case someone wants to eat in the bathroom instead of the lobby. So to start off, I want to say those bathrooms usually aren't that dirty. And they're okay bathrooms, but I like the old bathrooms better. These are way nicer, but the other one was really kind of low lit, and it just had this really dark, dingy vibe to it, but I really liked it. The inside of this KFC is really cool, and as much as I complain about the newer designs of the rebuilds of these fast food restaurants, I actually like this one. It's pretty cozy inside, and I've ate in here, at night by myself in a corner, and it just feels nice. Today they didn't have the country music going. I don't really pay attention to what kind of music this place has going. Usually KFCs have country music playing, and I guess rightfully so, because it is kind of a southern type of food. So I suppose I should actually talk about the food. I like KFC. They're all roughly the same. It's the same recipes. It's like with any other, restaurant chain. They're all good, and I'm not saying this to down any of the others, but it always has seemed to me that the Harrisburg, Illinois location is just a bit better than the rest. I know it's the same stuff. I don't know if their workers take more care in making the stuff. Maybe I'm biased because this is the one I grew up going to, but it honestly just seems like the quality of the food is better at this one. And by the way, the buffet here hasn't been open since the pandemic, but there's 2 buffets at this one. Like I said, I couldn't get a good shot. There's 2 different buffet lines, and One time they even had the pot pies on the buffet. And I remember the Benton KFC at one point was putting barbecued chicken out. Like they would barbecue at the extra crispy and put it out. That was a nice touch. So some of them, they'll switch it up a little bit with the buffet. And you might get some items at some that you might not others. But this one usually has, the chicken. Sometimes has chicken fried steak, the gizzards and the livers. This one's loaded. My only criticism with this one's buffet, whenever it was open, and I'm hoping it opens again, was it was pretty much the exact same thing on both buffet lines. And now I can see the chicken, that's their main thing, being on both of the buffets. And maybe the staple sides, like mashed potatoes and gravy and coleslaw, that's like, the stereotypical KFC sides. But other than that, I really wish they would add more items instead of just 2 lines of exactly the same stuff. More for the most part the same stuff. I think it is exactly the same. But this KFC, it's got a cool atmosphere. As you saw, they got a statue of Colonel Sanders in there, and a I don't know if you could see the glass case full of like T-shirts and merchandise and stuff. This one has napkins stations in a couple different places. Has condiment stations in 2 different locations. It's just a better KFC dining experience than the rest of them. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be this way, because this one has always been known as one of the biggest ones and the biggest one in the United States for a long time. The original recipe chicken at this location is just, it's like a step above the rest. It's addicting. It's like really good here. I like the extra crispy too. Now, there's one thing I want to address about the extra crispy, and it's not just at this one. It's at all of them. I don't know if the recipe's changed or what, but used to the extra crispy, I wouldn't even eat the skin. I'd just peel it off because the flavor of the meat was so good. And every once in a while, you get a batch at a KFC, and it was just like, just so good. But now it just seems like the extra crispy isn't quite as good. Like the flavor of the breading's okay, but the meat itself doesn't have that extra flavor to it that it used to. Nothing's probably changed, but I don't know. That's just an observation. It's just not as good as what it used to be. But the extra crispy here, or the original recipe, is just dynamite. My only real criticism is that I wish the buffet was back open. But there's one other place here in town that has a buffet that hasn't reopened since the lockdown. The bathroom, once again, is usually not that dirty. And as I've said before, it's been a long time for me trying to get any kind of footage of the inside of this place, because there is always somebody out, just about always somebody out cleaning or doing something. I wish you could see the size of this place for yourself if you haven't, because it's huge. In Harrisburg on Sundays, KFC is like one of the go-tos for the church crowd, as it is with any of them actually. But it's just great looking. It's huge. And if you're going to go to a KFC, make sure it's the one in Harrisburg, Illinois. I'm not trying to be biased because it's the one I grew up with, and it's definitely not the old place, but it is the best one there is.